Good morning from the magic road trip. Just another one of my typical 15 miles off the highway that's 100 miles from the closest town for a coffee break. Driving out of Utah this morning. You have to hand it to the Mormons. They sure picked a spot to set up shop. That is one of the most beautiful parts of the country, if not the world. And it got me to thinking about spirituality and spiritual sickness and the root, perhaps, of everything we're experiencing in the world at the moment as a consequence of spiritual sickness. I was flying back from Europe about a month ago, and I happened to watch a short series called American Primeval. And it's about the Mormon War and the conquest of the American West at that time. All the varying factors and peoples fighting one another for either survival or dominance. And you get to thinking, and I try not to veer too much into this realm because this isn't really what this channel is about, but let me get to the point. Politics are unavoidable, and right now they're quite volatile and divisive. And politics, as the simplest definition, is the activity of people making choices about each other and themselves and how we go about interacting in the sphere of public experience. And everybody brings their own belief system to that. So it's unavoidable to discuss the spiritual in terms of the politics because everyone has a belief system informing what they understand as morality or ethics. Robert Anton Wilson said that convictions lead to convicts, and I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. Not that you don't have principles. Principles are different than convictions, in my opinion. Convictions are structures of dogmatic belief. And true, the dominant major religions of the day, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, monotheistic Abrahamic religion lineages, they all have their beautiful customs, their beautiful traditions, their beautiful literatures. They each have their mystic currents, Sufism, Gnostics, Kabbalists. They also have their darker turn. You can't have the light without the dark. The sun goes up, the sun goes down. The moon comes up, the moon goes down. Things happen in the light and then they happen in the dark. And this is fundamental, elementary stuff in some regard. But this video in particular, today's reading, I'm going to start a new kind of diversion, talking about some of these sort of topics in relation to the authors I'm bringing up and then the writing I'm doing myself. Now this book is a series of poems I've been working on for the last 6 months, and a lot of them have come out of cut-up experiments, and I got stuck for a bit on this concept of spiritual sickness. Now, the American primeval is a power that precedes and transcends everything that happens on this continent. The First Nations knew it. They've been trying to tell us about it for a long time, and we've been ignoring it. Those of us that are the descendants of colonialists, settlers. And it's going to outlive all of this crazy chaos and nonsense. It's more powerful than any person that can sit in that house on Pennsylvania Avenue. So let's think about that for a moment. I know there's a lot of fear in a lot of pain, in a lot of confusion right now. And this is a part of us. This is the way of man. Man is a living meridian transit who faithfully follows fear, and consequently will dwell in evil and be fulfilled. The soul, now found to move its cathedral dome, not in the course of the sun, but in the regulation of certain other sciences from which we get darkness and real astrological disease. Life, or God, is primary in the time of ecclesiastical dates, watching the skies for omens, passing over many aphorisms, changing the mental attitude to the erratic. But I will come now to the important problems. How can you know about the government of breath, the chapel of observation, the moment of soothsayers? The only logical conclusion is a spiritual sickness. So let us allay ourselves of spiritual sickness. Connect to the primeval, whether it's in America or whatever land you inhabit. Learn from it. That's a wellspring of wisdom and knowledge that is immutable, like the fist of the sun. I'm gonna get back on the road. See you next time.